Hello, SolarLune here. Hi, sorry for the late start. Definitely, sorry about that. But yes, hello. I'm an independent game developer and musician. I'm the creator of Master Plan. I'm the creator of Tetra 3D. I sneeze sometimes, and I'm the creator of this game we're working on. It Breeds Sphere, which is a 3D adventure game. I've been working on it for the past couple months, and it's going pretty well. A lot of the time has been spent fixing issues and stuff like that with my 3D renderer that I made, Tetra 3D. And the link to try out Tetra is, and as well as other links to support development of this game, are in the description. So if you want to check out Tetra 3D, check out the GitHub link there in the description. If you want to check out my other creations, Master Plan on itch and Steam, please feel free to do so, as well as my Patreon. That's how you can support development and creation of this kind of stuff. So anyway, let's go ahead and see what's going on here. So over the past couple days, I tried to implement a method. Oh, can I move this to the other screen? Because I don't want anybody to know how long my password is. Hold on. Does this work? Yes. Okay. All right. So yeah. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, over the past couple days, what I've been doing is trying to figure out a means to get um, the ability to select faces or vertices in Tetra 3D, because basically the core idea is you have this object, whatever, and you're like, oh, I want to make like certain triangles or certain vertices, animate like we were doing with our. Well, let's go to the actual example. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So here's our character. And he's animated, and everything. He's boned up. He's armatured up and everything. He looks pretty cool. But we want to animate his face. So basically we want to select these specific faces on his mesh to animate, to do UV animation. And so how do you select faces? How do you that was the problem I had. So what I tried to do first was basically I tried to export vertex groups. Well, I tried to export face maps, then I tried to export vertex groups. And the problem I ran into was, how do I tell which vertices are the ones I'm working with? And I couldn't really figure it out, because basically the problem kind of comes in that in Blender, a vertex can share, like one vertex can be shared across multiple triangles, whereas in Tetra 3D, each triangle has its own set of 3 vertices. So you don't have a situation like this, where it's like this vertex controls like 1, 2, 3, different triangles. If we triangulate, you can see. So this vertex is shared by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different triangles. You don't have that situation in Tetra 3D, because each triangle has its own set of vertices. So there's duplicate vertices. That's just for simplicity, because this triangle might have a UV like this. This triangle has this UV map. This triangle here has a different UV map. This triangle here has a different UV map, UV location. So they all need their own vertices, as far as I understand it. So I couldn't basically work with vertex groups or face maps, because you couldn't. I couldn't say like, oh, vertex 0, 1, and 2 belong to this vertex group, and then vertex 3, 4, and 5 belong to that vertex groups, because there's duplicate vertices. So vertices 0, 1, and 2 could be like 0 through 9 in Tetra 3D or something like that. Face maps, I also similar problem, in that it was a little bit better with face maps and my second attempt at vertex groups, because I was thinking, okay, well, as long as the triangles export in the same order, going from Blender, and import in the same order going into Tetra 3D, I can just use the order of the triangles to basically assign whole triangles vertex groups. So you don't have perfect vertex groups. Instead, you have triangles that belong to vertex groups. That also didn't work because I don't think I can guarantee that basically the order that we step through triangles here is the same as the order that GLTF exports triangles. So that didn't work. So what I ended up doing was just adding support for more vertex colors, and then you can color the vertices the way you want. So in this example, we have this cube that's colored using the vertex color channel, the color vertex color, but we also have a flash channel that basically allows us to paint certain triangles. So in this example, we painted all the interior faces of this cube white and all the exterior faces black, as you can see. So then when we go ahead and run the example, you can see the interior faces are flashing. So basically by using vertex colors and the channel names, the color channel names are also exported, we can select different vertices, we can select different triangles. So that's a nice little kind of compromise. It's not necessarily the best because you're loading in an entire second or third or fourth or fifth or sixth or seventh or eighth vertex color channel. So you're loading in all that data, for all of the vertices you export from a mesh. But the upside is you have control over which triangles are selected. You can say like, oh, I want to select these triangles and do this with them, or select those triangles and do that with them. And you don't have to create a whole like different material slot for that process. So that's cool. That's a nice, I think, alternative. It's not perfect, but it's good enough, I think. And it also gives you a little bit more control because you can then like use different color values for different channels. You can use variants, like varying colors to like indicate the intensity. So for example, you might say the top here is like bright, bright flashing, and then the sides are like dim, and then the bottom is like, really dim. But you're just using different values or different colors for that process, so that you can read the colors and kind of change how the triangles or vertices are interpreted. So it works pretty well. Not too bad. I think it's a pretty satisfactory compromise. Yeah, it's pretty good. And the upside is it's basically free in terms of runtime. It's going to take more time to export and more time to export and more time to import. But from what I've seen, it's not that big of a deal. So that's good. Cool. Yeah. And also as a little side thing, I also added the ability to export the world color as an ambient light. So you can say, for example, it doesn't really matter in this scene because this scene is unlit, or this material is unlit. But if we were to go diffuse, BSDF like that, and then you go ahead and go to the world and you say like, oh, I want it to be like a bright red. And it doesn't really, well, I guess it would be easier if we change it to flash. There we go. So you can see the world color changes how, it's kind of like an ambient light in Blender. I kind of implemented the same concept in Tetra 3D, so that the world light is basically like the world background is basically like a light. You can see this in the lighting example. If we go here, you can see the background is like this dull blue. If we do something like that where it's really bright, let's say 2 strength, we save it, we go out to lighting and run, it should be kind of like a bright, blue. Yeah, it's kind of similar. Pretty similar. It's not 1-to-1, but it's close enough, I think. So this allows you to just be like, oh, I just want like a kind of like a daytime scene or something like that. You can just change the colors as necessary. In the background, the this green is just like us manually setting the clear color of the game to be the world like ambient color, just to kind of make it obvious, a little bit more obvious what we're looking at. So it's not like 1-to-1 perfect, but it's a little foggier in Blender. It feels a little bit more like there's depth to the color, even though there's no depth. Like the color doesn't change, or the meshes don't change as you zoom in or out, but it feels like the colors are just kind of like more fuzzy. But it's cool. It's cool, a cool little ability. Pardon me, I'm sniffly. Yeah. Yeah. So this just gives you a little bit more control over how things look, how things work. All right, so that's basically what I've been working on. We will be good to go and get some actual content made in this game, hopefully. Yeah, so let's get cracking on it. I will bring up some music and we will start. This is loud. Is it loud? It is loud. Sorry. Let me kick this down. Okay. Also, sorry to everybody in chat. Hello, welcome to the stream. Sorry again for starting late. I got a little bit of a late start with daylight savings time kind of kicking in. Losing that hour is it's weird. Oh yeah, so this is also something I made, just a little function to make things easier. Color exists in channel, so you can basically check a channel name to see if it exists, and if so, it will check to see if the value in the R channel, in the red channel, is greater than 0.5. So basically, is there something there? Yeah, so it's just a little helper function to just make this a little simpler, a little bit of an easier thing. So we should be able to then yeah. Okay, cool. So we will do a couple things first. Oh, Steam is not running. Okay, I'll have to. I fixed the rendering clipping issue. Yes. I still don't know what the problem actually was. But I believe. Let me push this over to maps. Also, Lucretius. Hello. Was that last time, or did you do it on my own time? I did that last time. That was an issue where the depth buffer was for whatever reason, like as you get close to the as you get close to the near side of the depth buffer, it just crushed the near values to like dust. Like it was like pure black from like maybe half a meter out from the camera. So in this scene, hold on. There we go. In this scene, it was just like unusable because the near part of this character was like getting really messed up. Yeah, now we just I just shifted it out so that I think you'll have this issue where the far plane is kind of crushed, but you'll probably have fog or some method to kind of like not see that. I believe. Let me see how I fixed it. Yeah, we added 0.03 for our margin because for whatever reason, at close range and wide field of view, depth can be negative but still be in front of the camera and not behind it. So this is not perfect, but yeah, so like basically in the last 3% of the depth buffer, it will be crushed, which is not good. We don't want that, but at the same time, it's better to have that than the first 3% be crushed. according to the math, like I thought it was fine. Like it definitely seems like it was working fine before I ran into this bug. But you know, well, it's one of those things where I might fix it later. It might be an issue that I can resolve later somehow. But yeah, so basically in the far view of the depth buffer, the last 3% is going to be like bad. But you should probably have fog or something to kind of like make that not so big of a deal. Ideally, I guess we can just do far minus 0.03, right? That's the same kind of concept. Or I guess we could just say this plus 0.03 and then this minus 0.03. That way I guess we could just say margin. Well, we don't have to do that, yeah. Well, margin can be set outside. So margin. And then we can say here margin. Something like that. There we go. Yeah, so weird. Yeah, it's weird. It could be an issue with floating point. Maybe. That's possible, but the floating point values are... I mean, I guess that's possible. Maybe that's possible. You can see it changed. Yeah, his hat is messed up again. So, what didn't work here? Let's see. So the Vertex transformed plus margin plus near divided by far minus margin. So let's say this is negative 0.03 plus margin 0 plus near right, okay, yeah, okay, plus near divided by far minus margin. I guess maybe that's not necessary because then we're taking margin away from both the near and the far. I guess that's, yeah, maybe that's why. Because this way we don't want the far plane to be crushed where it's, but yeah, still not working correctly. All right, I guess we just have to do it like this. That's fine. I mean, it worked, but it's kind of weird that it worked. Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Let's not worry about it. This works, so we'll go with this. Okay, so in this example, we want something to happen with the player because he can stand straight up in front of the shot. I kind of like that he's in the shot if you talk to him from the right angle like that. I like that. But at the same time, I don't like this where he's just like literally in front of the camera and his big butt is just like his big, he's just like, you can't see, dude. That's not good. So we have to do something about that. We could make it so that if you are touching the camera, then you disappear. That's fine. Because I mean, I kind of like this. But I guess, you know what? I'm gonna pull a nobody will notice and just make the character disappear when he starts talking. Because it's not worth it, I guess, to have like the character be in the shot, even though that is cool. Unless we have direct control over where the character is, where the player is. So not the Charmander in the thumbnail. It's so stupid. It's so stupid, man. I don't even know. Like, why the Charmander? Oh, also, Pom Pom is out on PC, dude. You guys gotta get this. You guys gotta get this game. It's sick. This mess is that good mess. This is that like game for the sake of the game. You don't control the hamster. You control this cursor as you place blocks for the hamster to jump on. It's very SNES. It's very good, dude. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Like, I played the demo. I was like, man, this is good. I'm gonna get that immediately after this stream. Like, I have to support this developer. It's so good. Yes, please check out Pom Pom. Pom Pom. Is it just Pom Pom? Okay, it's just Pom Pom. The Great Space Rescue. Okay, but yeah, like, check it out. It's chef's kiss. Okay, so yeah, let's go back to the scripts. We will go to here. Yeah, we can just say player, NPC, scene, graph, root, get, player, or really find, recursive, by name, player, false. Is wildcard exact match true? Dot model. Oh, first. Player dot visible set visible false. Recursive no. And then visible true false. Okay, so that should do it, I believe. Let me see. It'd be cool if you could like press a button to like jump into the blend file file is from. Can you not? I kind of feel like that would be something that would exist. Blender open blend file for linked. Edit linked library. Oh, there's an add-on. Okay, let's enable it. That's cool. I kind of like that. I kind of like don't like, but also like the idea that like fundamental cool, you know, features are added or implemented as add-ons rather than as just key parts of Blender or are enabled by default. Like, it feels like it would be cool to have it enabled by default, but at the same time it's like, well, by making them add-ons you don't have to have them all enabled all the time, because not everyone is going to use all of these features. Edit linked library. Okay, so it says the edit linked library panel. Select the lab as linked in the 3D viewport sidebar. 3D viewport sidebar? .3D viewport sidebar. I imagine it's called. Oh, here it is. Yo, that's cool. Yo, that's cool. Okay. All right, that's cool. That's cool. It says shift numpad can be used to toggle between it, but that doesn't seem to work. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's working. I don't know. Shift, edit, fiber. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's here. Blender. Yeah. Okay. Well, whatever. It's still a nice feature to have. Okay. So yes. What was I gonna? Oh yeah, that's right. So I just wanted to hop in here just to see if, and we can turn off that and save this. I guess that's fine. Player mesh, that's the name. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, cool. Let's go back. Okay, so if I extend here, I'm not in the shot. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, the run cycle still is kind of like thrashed, but it's just give it some time. All right, so I still have to make this dude's talking animation, which I can definitely do now. Let's head over to. Okay, so according to this, it's basically just a normal talking animation to the right. Okay. There we go. One. There we go. There we go. Okay. Cool. Now we can just basically. Was it his entire? Okay, so it's just here. That programmer Tom says, "Howdy, partner. Hello." Okay, so that should kind of do it. Yeah, that should kind of do it. All right, we should be good to go. All right, let's head over to maps again. We can save. Oh, okay, that's fine. Let's move this dude over here so we can talk to him basically immediately. Save. And then let's give it a shot, see what happens. It should work. Oh wait, no. It won't work automatically. Let's head back over here. We need to edit this dude. It's so cool that it like focuses on the character. That's so cool. Oh wait, no, it doesn't. I forgot. We just saved like that. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, never mind. It just brings you there. All right, well that's fine. Okay, so this is the way it is. We need to make a vertex color thing for his face. We will select just this part of his face. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and then we will go to Vertex Paint. We want to paint specifically, well, we'll paint everything black. There we go. Paint everything black and then select just his face specifically. And paint this white. There we go. There we go. Cool. Yeah, so you can see just his face is selected. Should be the same thing over here for this guy. Yeah. Alright, so we can export this. Head back to the original file, save. Let's see how this works. That programmer Tom says you basically remade the BGE. That's really cool. Kind of. It's not quite there, but it is kind of like there. No animation, no facial animation. Why not? I think it should be working. No? I believe it should be working. Oh, NPC talking. I see. Okay, right. And then, yeah, okay. I don't know if I like this talking system. Is there a way we could not have the talking system? This, like, you're talking, you're not talking, you're talking, you're not talking. No, I don't think there is. eBoatWright says, hello, SolarLune. I've had an interesting week in programming. Oh, how nice. Yeah, yeah, how nice indeed. Switch statements instead of booleans for talking. I don't know. I feel like I don't like this wrap talking system because it's easy to forget to do this, but at the same time, I don't know a better way to do it. We could put this into the portrait system to basically say, like, you know, basically put a pointer to an NPC that's talking, and then the message function that displays the message will handle it. We could do that, because I just don't like this system of like NPC talking equals true, NPC talking equals false. And also we need, well, I don't know, we might need different facial like animations too. Like I think I would like a like incredulous face here. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, something that's kind of like, you know, a little, like give us a little emotion. Yeah, something a little bit of a heavy face. Like different animation states: shocked, happy, sad. Yeah, exactly. Eboat Rice says, what am I doing today? I'm making content. It's been a while since I actually made content for this game, because we've been working on engine stuff, and now I think we got to a point where I should be able to actually like make stuff. I know we want it to be that heavy. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Okay. For now, I'm just gonna do this. Save. So we're gonna say that shocked is that second tier. Because I mean, basically, this is what the portrait system is for. But for the player, when I made the portrait system, I was like, oh, let's do it. You know, let's make a portrait system, which works perfectly fine, but it's really made for the player. Primarily, and it's really like not made for other characters because we have a camera that can zoom, and now we have UV face animation, so we don't really need the portrait system in its current incarnation. So I'm not sure how, like, I'm not sure if we want to even still use a portrait system at all. I kind of feel like it's useful in certain situations, like if we go to play and we go to walk around and talk to the construction worker, it's useful because you can see the player's emotional state when he's talking to, you know, people. You can see what he thinks, without the camera changing to look at the player. So I mean, it's kind of important for the player, I guess, more so than the other characters. But yeah, so I guess it's fine the way it is. I guess we'll keep it the way it is. But maybe instead of talking being a boolean, we can have a string and then have like constants that's like NPC talking neutral. Whoops. I guess we could just make it an int. neutral, talking, angry, shocked. Okay. Cool. So now we can say NPC talking neutral, and then NPC talking none. And then here we can say NPC talking shocked, and NPC talking none. There we go. And then over here, NPC talking neutral, NPC talking none. Okay, cool. So now we go back to NPC. We have to define the animation for don't we have to do? Oh, it's in globals. That's right. Okay, so this is talk neutral. And then we have talk angry. Was that what it was? NPC talk angry? I guess we can actually make this simpler by making this a string. And then we can say talk neutral and talk angry. Talk shocked. There we go. Save. Now we can go back over here and we can just say, yeah. And speak a little faster, and then we're gonna alternate between these instead, where it's 0.5 down, I guess. 0.5, 0.625, 0.75. Okay. Zero 0.75 plus 0.125. There we go. Yeah, something like that. Cool. So we'll just do this because he's not gonna actually talk. He's just gonna be angry. He's gonna be shocked. This is cool. Idle. So I guess we can just say NPC talking none. There we go. Now go over here. Talking state can be string now. And the reason why we're doing this is because now we can go over here. And just say talking none. Talking state is none, and oh yeah, that won't work, will it? Okay, so we'll just say instead if pause, let's see, all right, we'll just do something like this. Ready to advance 0, then we don't need this. We can just say NPC talk state. There we go. So I think that should work. Actually, before I do, let me go back. We need to export this. Go back over here, re-export this because we changed the thing. Save. Cool. All right, so I think we should be good to go. I think we should be pogging. I think we're pogging. Are we pogging? Am I pogging? Alright, so he's talking. Cool. Okay. That face, dude. That face. That face, I gotta say, I gotta take a screenshot. Hold on. That face, you see that face? I mean, like, it worked first try, which is fantastic, but like, that face though. All right, cool. So that works. Yeah, that works. We still have to fix this vending machine. We still have to, let's see. It doesn't look like there's any kind of a situation where, like, the player would not be able to, would be blocking the camera. So I'm not gonna worry about it for him. I love how PS1 and PS2 it looks. Yeah, it does look pretty PS1. I'm happy with this. Like, graphically, for a software render, for a hybrid renderer, for a 2D framework to make a 3D game is kind of insane. Like, this is actually like coming together. Like, this isn't even like it loads instantly as it should. It's taking like, where are we at? What is shut in? Yeah, it's taking 154 megabytes of memory of RAM. It's running at like maybe like 30% of one core, which is, that's not great, but it's not bad. Like, that's not horrible. I'm thinking this one is probably maybe OBS, possibly, because 1%, one core out of my CPU would be like 15%, 13%. All right, I already know. So this is like maybe 30% or so, or maybe even a little bit less, because 30% of like 12 would be 4%. Yeah, so it might be a little bit under 30%. So I still have some ways to go with optimization. We can see we're spending 2 to 3 milliseconds, 2 to 4 milliseconds on rendering, which is pretty good. That's like, you know, an easy 60 FPS. It's not a problem there. And I think this might be running at 75 actually FPS, because I have a 75 FPS. So it's running really well actually. It's like it wouldn't have issues running at 150 FPS or something like that, which is good. That's pretty good. This man's shoulders are crazy. Yeah, his shoulders are like an entire body. His shoulders are like super wide, dude. I kind of want your character to be like noticeably bigger and thicker, because he kind of feels like just a normal guy. I kind of want him to feel like a bruiser, like a dude that would, you know, cave your mess in. Like he kind of yeah. This is good, dude. This is just a PlayStation 1 game. This is just a PS1 game, dude. And it's running so well. Oh, I pressed R by mistake, I think. To restart. Or 1. I pressed 1. Eboat Right says, that's so amazing. Also, what 2D renderer are you using? Ambient? Yeah, I'm using Ambient to draw the triangles. And it's 3D, dude. It's 3D. Love how PS1 and PS2 it looks. It's grown so much. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I'd love to see these exact graphics and normal maps on textures as well. It would look really cool. Normal maps would be cool. Not for this. Not like in the short term. Maybe in the short term. Not for this game, but like maybe I could implement it in the engine. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I could do it. I can definitely see the use of it, especially for if you're making something like the HD remake games that Square Enix has done with like Octopath Traveler was an original game, but that kind of style, HD 2D, or the Live Alive remake that they're making, where it's like they have normal maps and stuff, but the sprites are basically just kind of like 2D, you know, pixel art. 32 by 32 or 48 by 48 sprites, which looks really good. Like it's really good. That's probably the best thing they've done in terms of like 2D graphics in a while, or in terms of just art. I feel like that looks really good. Normal maps would take away from the PS1 look. Yeah, I think it would, but I wouldn't use it for this. But I could definitely see the use of it if you had a game that you were making in 2D, like Ebi, with Ebiton or whatever, and then you wanted to add maybe some like fancy lighting on a specific object, or you wanted to have 2D characters in a 3D world. Maybe you'd want normal maps in that world. I don't know. I feel like there's room for it. I wouldn't say it's necessarily the best thing, but it could work. Also, logic's not bad. That's really good. Logic's at 1 to 2 milliseconds for movement and NPC stuff and collision detection. That's good. Wait, somebody asked something. Oh yeah, I have to make the face. Make that face for the next thumbnail. Yeah, I have to remember to do that. You gotta go. Okay, thanks for stopping by, Evote. Right, thank you very much. Thank you. Indeed. Let me just double check, make sure this screenshot. Okay. I just want to make sure it actually did come out. Because that's a heck of a thing to do. A heck of a thing. Alright. So this is good. I'm pogging. I'm happy. Let's fix that tree real quick. This tree has been kind of like there we go. This tree shadow has been kind of like messing with me. That should probably be it. Okay. So yeah, we have to fix this these vending machines. They're just straight up like there's no place to actually grab the drink when it comes out. Okay. There we go. Let's do it like that. There we go. All right. Something like this should, we don't need to be that detailed, that's fine. New vending machine, new problem. Yeah, we still have to, I don't know if we're gonna make another vending machine. I kind of like the idea that it's not the only one. It just feels like there would be another one. Like, you know, you have one vending machine, you would have another one right next to it. Like one is snacks, one is drinks. But at the same time, I don't want to sprite another vending machine. Too bad, I have to do it anyway. This is game development. If I don't like it, I shouldn't have wanted to become a game developer. Alright, here we go. I guess it's fine. Let's go with this. Maybe we don't want it to be that bright. Let's go with this, yeah. I guess that I can make it actually narratively like interesting as well, because this vending machine is supposed to be broken. The one on the right. So I can make it look a little bit jank. This one is drinks, so I guess it wouldn't be this wide of a thing. It would be pretty short. There we go. Okay, that's better. This could be also for snacks. There we go. It breeds vending machines. It breeds vending machines. I wish, because like, well, I guess here's what I'll do. Oh. I copied and pasted it. There we go. Okay. All right. Now, what's the thing? What's a vending machine that's out of order? I guess we can put like yellow tape around it. That would be overly dramatic, so I like it. Like that's way too much, but that's also really obvious, and I like the idea that they would use warning tape to let you know that it's out of order. It's like there's no other way to do this. Let's do it this way. Actually, I guess I have to do it in reverse order. Oh wait, let's do it this way. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. This is absurd, and I love it. Like, what could have possibly happened here? Excellent. You should make the vending machine talk randomly. Why? Why? Okay. Alright, now it's time to make this grimy. Everybody likes a good layer of grime. Okay. Am I not changing the color? What's going on? Is this... No. Okay, hold on. Oh, I need to be on this layer. Okay. I really like that color a lot. All right. You can make it like a decay over time so that the vending machine rots over time. Huh, that's interesting. That's interesting. If I could see like making it, I just thought like vines and stuff would be cool to add. I mean, like, it's not that old, but just maybe some like overgrowing. Moss. That's a cool idea. If I have to make it so that you have to go outside multiple times, then that seems like it would be a cool thing to add in there. It's central to the story. Integral to Peter's identity. The vending machine is Peter. That's what people don't understand. People are like, where'd you get the idea to like make the character like grow over time? And it's like, you dummy. That's the entire point of he's Peter. The vine is Peter. It grows, it blossoms at the end. Oh my gosh. Reading oh my gosh. Reading comprehension, please. He was dead the whole time? It's like... Okay. I'm just being silly. All right, it's really getting there. Actually, it's actually like looking pretty jacked up. Can we go for like a? There we go. And then maybe we could go for like a rusted out. Yeah, this actually looks like a vending machine that's been abandoned to the sands of time for like eons. I forgot there has to be a keypad. Like, it doesn't take a genius to be like, oh yeah, it's busted. It's like, oh really? Oh really? Like, you can't use this vending machine. You can't use this vending machine. Like, why can't you use this vending machine? What's wrong with it? It's like, bro, this mess is so just like there's a nest of raccoons living in the in the drink port. Like, I mean, like, this is looking like really jacked up. Like, it's looking really good actually. Let me grab some of the stuff from this layer. Didn't mean to put it here. I meant to put it here. There we go. Can we bust out the window? Bust the glass. Like, what happened, dude? Oh, I was like, what's going on? Okay. My bad. Game art on point. Something was in that vending machine, now it's loose. Yeah. Thank you. I'm working on it. Yeah, okay. This is fairly destroyed. Yeah, that's fairly busted. Okay, so now we will just kind of, we don't really have to do much for the back here because I don't think the vent is visible. There we go. Well, we might have to make this on the ground because I think like we have it on the front, but it's definitely going to be visible elsewhere. Anyway, all right, so we have a nice little vending machine. So this is vending machine. Save. What if what if I'm just gonna be a little, because I don't want to. I'm too. I don't want to do this. I don't want to have to like actually do this. So I'm just gonna fudge a lot of this. Okay, something like this. And then can I get a... There we go. Something like that should kind of get us there. Also, I want actual like dirt colored dirt. Can we get something that's a little bit... There we go. That's better. Save. Reload. I don't want to angle it around there. I want to angle it around here. Oh, that won't work, will it? Because the grass is, yeah, it's tiled like that. Or rather... enough. It's good enough. Cool. I mean, I guess I could do something like... There we go. Actually, I just want to do this maybe in... Yeah, just a little bit here and there. Something like that. There we go. That's pretty acceptable, I think. Whoa, Peter's in the game. Whoa, dude, it's Peter. Oh my gosh, it's Peter. Peter's in the game, dude. Peter, can you believe it? Peter's in the game. Also, am I like lower in the camera than I usually am? I think I am. I hadn't noticed until now. Am I? I think maybe it's zoomed out. I think it's zoomed out more than usually. Yeah, it feels like I'm zoomed out. I don't know. Whatever. All right. So, yes, this is going pretty well. What color palette are you using? I use just a variety of palettes. I don't really stick to one because in general for PlayStation 1 art, unless you're going for like maybe Legends, like that's like super kind of like chunky colors, it doesn't really matter. Like you have, I mean, like just pick good colors. But if you like in this palette I'm using here, this is the AAP 64 palette, but I've also used the AAP Splendor 128 palette. I might jump around to like other palettes. Usually I kind of stick to these up here. I don't think, I feel like I might have tried some of these somewhere. Pedro says the Go compiler on Windows takes so long, but on your OS it's fast. Really? It's always been fast. I don't develop on Windows. I don't use Windows. I don't play on Windows. Really. Like I boot into Windows very rarely. Like in my week, I might do it once or twice. But for the most part, I just stick to Linux because it's a good operating system, dude. It's fun. It's smooth. It's next generation feeling. I don't know. I feel like, you know, it's definitely not perfect. I definitely do think that there's usability issues that Linux needs to get with kind of, you know, resolve, or, you know, like some like driver stuff where it's like, you know, certain proprietary things work, you know, really well on Windows and they just don't work on Linux. But for the most part, it's this clean, smooth operating system. It just feels like you're always kind of at the forefront of computing in terms of just general feel. It feels next gen. It just feels like you can easily set up your computer to just feel next gen. Feel like, you know, a breaking computer. Not breaking like in a bad way, but breaking like bleeding edge, smooth, clean, you know, visually pleasing, out of the way. It's good. Okay, so eBoat says, thanks, I just got Ace Bright so I can use that color palette now. Oh, cool. And Nightmare Zero says hello. Hello. All right, so we got our vending machine in there. It looks sufficiently jacked. I just realized the tape does not wrap around to the top, so that's not going to be satisfactory. We have to actually do that, which we will do thusly. This would probably be easier if we did something like this, actually. Oh, whoops. Okay, so something like this should generally kind of get the job done. Can we get a darker orange here for anti-aliasing purposes? Thank you very much. Can we get a darker orange? Thank you very much. Oh yeah, that's that good ace anti-aliasing. Fantastic. Cool. Yeah, we will reload. We will take this. We will put this here. Can we flip it horizontally? Yes. Can we grab this and move it down? We can. How does it not sync up? Did I... Oh, maybe it's... Oh, okay. Oh, this would help, okay. Wait, maybe it would be easier if we did this. How did I set this up? All right, let's do this. Maybe I can just do it like that. Let me flip it. That, and then this would be here. Where is there? How is this not syncing up? Oh, it's the other side. It's the other side of the... Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. That explains things a lot more clearly. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Because I'm lazy. And I don't want to actually have to do it the right way. There we go. Okay. Cool. Very cool. All right. Yeah. Is other side. Thank you, Pedro. What was OS is this? Manjaro. That is correct. Okay. Cool. So yeah, we can actually. Cool. Okay, I think what we want to do here is a couple things. One is I've noticed that if the player, like, in certain situations, the little, like, you can interact with this thing icon doesn't, like, turn on properly. It, like, fades in and out. It's supposed to fade in or fade out as necessary, but it's not supposed to, like, be invisible when it should be visible or vice versa. So let's see what's going on. Why did I do it this way? Why did I do it this way at all? This is so stupid. Like, I just straight up, I don't know why I did this. Icon fade count. Yeah, I don't know. Something like that. Should be simpler. Okay. Oh, he slide. Okay. Now, next, so that's good. Let's see. How did I do? I did like local variable somehow. I guess I can do something like this. Because does the script have... The NPC walking by while he looks at the vending machine makes it feel like a living world. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's I like the idea that like things are happening. People are doing things. Temp data. Okay, so I do have this. So this will just be local data. And then we can make a function for this. Yes, script local data. Ravant Nani says, "My man, what's up? Hello, welcome to the stream. We're making progress, dude. We're making cool stuff. I'd like to make repeatable text, so or like like you talk to it, it gives you a message. You talk to it again, it gives you a different message, and then it might loop. So the idea here is that we have a local variable that's in the script, or oh, the event does have access to it. It does. Okay, so yeah, we have a local variable in the script, or in the in the event, that allows us to access stuff. Which, I mean, I guess we could just put it in the event itself, huh? We don't need to put it in the script. There's no reason to put it in the script. The script is just basically a handler for running the event, and even that is probably too much. Okay. All right, we'll do it like this. We'll put this here, and then we'll make this. I guess we could do something like this. We'll just go get in. Something like that, and then we can say set value is an interface. I guess we don't have to do that. We can just do it like that, and then we can say this is local data. Cool. So something like that should generally work. What is the issue? Oh. There we go. All right, so then we can just go over here. We can say event.local data. Get count. All right, and then we can just say, oops, something like this. Count equals this. If count is equal to 0, then we do this. Else. Selling. Oh wait, did I want to put it here? I don't know. I don't know why if you would say this. Also, I need to make this bigger. Wondering why they would never sell any booze in a vending machine. I don't know. I feel like they probably do somewhere on Earth, but wonder why. All right, so something like this. Count equals 0, do this. Count equals 1, do this. Count equals 0, or we can say event local x. Yeah, something like that should kind of get it there, and then we can say count. Can I not do that? Oh, I can't. Let's see, how do I want to do this then? If we can't, they do it in Japan. Oh, that's interesting. I don't want to have to, like, I'd like to be able to access and set variables easily. So maybe local data is a map of string to, like, variables, which is a struct, and then we can just get and set. So that's just a little easier. That might be a little easier. Something like that. So then script variable is just, they do in Japan? Okay, yeah. I read that, said okay, yeah, and then didn't like mentally process it. But yeah, they don't do it in the US, do they? I feel like I haven't seen it, like any beers in a vending machine. But I kind of feel like if I did see it, I would think it was sodas, because I don't go up to vending machines very often. I don't see them very often, and then when I do, they're kind of in normal public places like an amusement park, or like, you know, maybe at a mall or something. And I wouldn't think to look very closely. But I don't think they have any alcohol in vending machines in the US. I think open carry is like, it's against the law to carry around open alcohol in the US, so maybe that's the difference. Okay, so this might be better. Yeah, and then we could do this. I guess that's fine. And then, but we can do event dot local data var name, or I guess if it doesn't exist, then event dot local var name equals. All right, that should do it. So now we can say local script variable, and then we can say count, and then we can say if count dot int is equal to 0. That, yeah, that kind of helps. Okay, so if count.in is equal to 0, then we can say this, and count.set, count.get, int plus 1. Oh, well, actually, this should be 0. There we go. All right, that's better. That's better. This is a better system. Cool. So I think this should work. So he should alternate between two different, like, sayings. Cool. Okay. Wonder who even buys. Okay, yeah. So then this set, we probably want it to be like, we want it to be maybe here, and then it's either 1 or 2. Because it's 0, then it goes to 1, 2. Because if we do this, then it will never. Yeah. So I think that's probably good. 1 and then 2, 1 and 2. I don't know if we're gonna fix that face or not. I kind of don't. I also don't know about the fence. What we'll do about the fence here, because it kind of gets in the way. But maybe we'll just keep him away from things that are directly next to him. I don't know. Yeah, I kind of feel like the face is kind of wild, but at the same time, I really like the response of just like he's like so outdone. Cool. It was kind of cool when you look through the fence, when you go through the fence. I do like that you can look through the fence, but it doesn't always look through the fence. Sometimes it's because of just the texturing and stuff. It's just like super bad. I also have to fix the fence to not be as bad, because it's pretty like bad. It's pretty bad in a variety of ways. But this is pretty good. This is pretty good. Everything's working as it should. You can talk to this dude. Oh yeah, I have to fix that. You can rotate the camera here. I guess we'll just do it like this camera. Oh, this is the other camera. That's probably for the best, because some cinematics will be like, might be where the camera like moves around or whatever, and you don't want to be able to like rotate the camera while that happens. Yeah. Cool. All right. Yeah, we could put some more stuff on this side of the vending machine since it's kind of bare. We can definitely like. All right. What will we put here? I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's see what else. Do this a little bit. All right, that should help a little bit, just to give us a little bit more. There we go. We can move this a little bit away from the edge. Cool. Very cool. All right, that's good. We'll call it there. Okay, so the vending machines are done. We still need to make something over here. We still need to actually make the interface for the player to actually interact with the world. So we will, I guess, do that next, because I can't think of anything else that's more important. I think we'll need a pot down here behind the house, but like that's where the key is going to go, something like that. But basically, we need an inventory system. So that's what we'll do next. But let's commit our changes before we do so. So let's take a look at everything one last time. Oh, I think the lighting is a little wonky. Okay. I think this lighting for the sunlight is like kind of jank. Okay, so this all looks and runs pretty well. I will commit this. Did I? Oh, I did. Okay. NPC talking. Okay. Okay, so this is pretty good. All right. Yeah. So I need now to implement an inventory system. So that's what we will do next. We will, let's see. That's fine. How do I want to do this? All right, I guess I'll put it here because I can't think of any other place to put it. I mean, I guess it really is just a map of string to like interfaces. Because I don't think you'll be able to hold multiple objects. I don't think. Let's see. I guess we could just do it like this, actually. Let's see. So something like that is a general start to it. It's very, what's the word? Naive. It's very naive, but I think it'll work. Honestly, we will also just reuse the same system for the game flags because they're basically one and the same. For now. So the game flags is like if you, for example, solve a puzzle, then we'll set a flag, and then we can load the flags to see what state the game is in. So you can know, for example, if you are in a specific room and you have a specific set of flags and a specific set of inventory, items, then you should be at a specific point in the game, rather than having to like save anything else. Like it should be relatively simple, just saving the relevant inventory and or flags. In fact, the inventory and flags are kind of the same thing. That's incorrect. Anyway, well, I mean, I guess they kind of are, but never mind. We'll just go with the system of inventory, which is your items, and flags, which are game flags. There might be more like inventory specific things we might need to do, but for now, this is fine. We will need to allow the player to select and interact with things. So actually, we already are gonna make a thing called an item, which has a name and a description. Okay. What's the first thing you need? I forget. I think one of them is a crowbar, so we'll start with that. I guess we could also make const variables for this. So const item crowbar. I think we can actually just do it like that. I guess the name doesn't have to be in here because the item definition has the name here. Well, the name could technically be the same. Maybe if you like have a broken version, like a broken and fixed version of an item, the item name might be the same. So I guess we can't use the name necessarily. Like this is the code and that's the, yeah, okay, that's fine. So I guess we'll just do like that. And then we'll say crowbar. I guess the description could technically be multiple strings because you might like examine an item and it might have like 2 or 3, or more things. So I guess we could maybe make it an event because you might need to like do things, right? Like you might, yeah. So I guess it needs to be like this actually. Okay. So I guess I could make maybe make a different. How do I want to do this? I could do something like this, and then we switch off the code. Okay, switch off, and then at the end we return. Is that how this is working? Something like that. So case added crowbar. So then we don't need this. This can be here. Then item doesn't need to be here, but we still need a name, right? So should we return an item, I guess? Should an item contain an NPC? How do I want to do this? So you go to your inventory, it shows you a list of items. So we need some sort of list. That's your inventory. It's a map. This won't work because we need to be able to loop through them in order. So this will have to be a struct. Something like that, and then order insertion order. Okay, inventory. Add inventory item name inventory. Okay. Okay. All right, so something like that should kind of get us there a little bit better. So we'll need to loop through all of the inventory items in order. We will have to display them somehow. I don't think we want to have it be like this, where it's an item and a description. Because we might have something where it's like you inspect an item and then it gives you a choice, or something happens, like you can use an item from your inventory, for example, a key on a door or something like that. So we will probably go with some sort of function that does like this, where we return a script. So load item, it takes an NPC, it gives a script to load into the NPC. That should work, I suppose. The NPC would be the inventory NPC. Yes. Okay. So something like that might work. I guess we don't need the code, then we can just have it be the name. And a script. Something like that, and then load item. Trying to see how would this work. All right, for now let's go with this design. I don't think this will work at all, but I just want to make sure it doesn't crash. Okay, cool. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start with the GUI system to make the inventory system work, And then once we get that working, we can kind of like get a little bit more familiarity with how this is supposed to go. So, where's the GUI system? All right, right. So we'll go with this. We'll create a panel. Color, translate. Oh, I see how I'm doing this. Okay. Scale. Okay. So this should kind of help us out a little bit. Alright, so something like this. So panel, we're drawing the panel. Okay. Cool. Crash, why? Here? Oh. All right, let's try. Let's see how that goes. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so if it's not visible, make it visible. If it is visible, make it invisible. Okay. Okay, let's see. But 9 right button and center cluster. Center right. Okay. Cool. So that does work. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. All right, let's see. how coupled is the GUI to the game would be cool as a Tetra 3D additional library or something. I mean, like, yeah, it's pretty heavily coupled in that, like, I'm drawing it just with Ebiton, so, like, I'm sure there's probably other things. I hadn't even thought of doing this with, like, Ebiton, an Ebiton UI thing. Let's take a look at that, actually. Let's take a look at a UI system, because I will need some UI. My plan is to basically replicate, I Know Who I Am's UI, where the left side has a column that has like inventory, piece names and stuff like that, and you can go ahead and like activate one to read a description or have the player look at it or whatever. But it's going to be in a column, and so you'll be able to scroll through it maybe if you have enough items. So like it might be worth it to have an inventory system, or a UI system rather than doing it myself. So let's take a look at that actually. All right, maybe we'll go with this one. I'm not sure if I'll use this though. I'm not sure. I kind of feel like oh yeah, you can't do that. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to do this. Let's see. Do I want to do this? Let's see. I mean, like, this does work. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to. I mean, if I do this myself, what will I need? I'd like to have the column on the left maybe slide in. That might be cool. I'd like to have the inventory column have text in there, for each inventory item. I don't know. Butler Studio says, do you code just as long or longer on the days you don't stream? I code, I tend to code for more time than I stream. Usually I stream for like just 3 hours a day, but I don't usually stream for code in one go. Like I might like code maybe an hour here, a couple hours there. Like I get up, I walk around, I have other things to do, and it helps me think when I take breaks to like walk. But yeah, I tend to code for more time than I'm streaming. I usually stream for just a few hours, like 3 hours or something like that. VDG says, "What Linux and Windows Manager are you running right? Now? Looks so cool. Thanks. Although I didn't, of course, make it. This is Manjaro, which is using GNOME, as I recall. So it's just a very clean operating system. It's also, I think I'm using the Blur My Dock or Blur My Window Manager add-on, GNOME add-on. So yeah, it's nice and smooth, very, very cool, very, very futuristic. Yeah, I'm not sure if I should code this myself. I feel like I can do it, but I don't know if I want to do it. Do I want to do it for myself? Is there an alternative? I feel like using a UI system could definitely work, but the downside is, it feels like this might be like using or working in like pure math, or not pure math. It might be working in like pixels. New box, flex, reflex, row, justify center, align item center, align. Oh, I see, wrap. Add child. All right, let's take a look here. Yeah, so the width and height is in. Well, I guess that could work. We can give it a shot. We can give it a shot and see what happens. I'm thinking. Like this could definitely work, but at the same time, I feel like the downside is shared. Examples shared. Wrap. Build UI just happens once, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if this will work. The thing, like this, it might work for like spacing stuff, but the thing I'm worried about is basically when I have a list of items, I want to be able to scroll through the list vertically. And that means that I'm going to be rendering stuff to a texture and then sliding around the texture, essentially. I believe. I don't really want to have to do that, but I kind of feel like I have to. GUI stuff is like just not fun. All right, let's just go with what we got. Let's go with what we got for now. Okay, so we got this. I kind of like that you can like open it as you walk around. It's completely like unusable like this. Like, you know, you wouldn't be able to scroll through the list if you have the thing open, but it's kind of cool to have that ability. I like that. Feels very 2020 2022 RPG. All right, well, that's fine. We will do things thusly. Okay. All right, so something like this should kind of get us there. All right. How do I want to even do this now that I think about it? This might be better if we did this in an immediate mode kind of fashion. I'm thinking. Yeah, it might be better if we do it that way. So here's what we're gonna do. Let's do this as simply as possible. For inventory item, view global stack inventory insertion order. All right, 0, 0. Slide view is it 1. All right, so this will be Y. All right, something like this should kind of get us there to start. Because the inventory hasn't been initiated, yeah, okay. Do that over to GUI. Let's say if UI that visible. All right, something like this. Let's see if this works. It will not, but let's see. Okay, so we have text drawing here. That's good. We want to be centered for one thing. So we can just take that over a little bit. How big is the panel? 0.25? Okay, 0.125. And then we want the width. Inventory. Let's see. If given a string, font dot next time. Bounds. Is it glyph bounds? I don't remember how to measure font with Ambient. Let's take a look. Oh. Oh, whoops. Okay, so this gives us the bounds. Okay, right. This. So she return the X and Y point. Okay, so center, so let's see, center. Something like that. Right. Let's see. All right, that should do it. So we're gonna grab this. Say raw text, screen, text, message.index, text x, text y, alpha. There we go. All right, so this should help us out, make it a little easier. We can also probably center the text manually rather than, do it in the function rather than doing it manually, because we will want to center some things sometimes. Yeah. Is this drawing what I think it is? Okay, it is. We could probably kick it over another one. Let's also make this maybe something like this. It kind of works a little bit. Can make it a little darker. Probably a lot darker actually. That's cool. I need to make this crisper. It's not where it needs to be. Let's see. What fun is this? Salagard. I think like fonts should have 11 pixels tall. Okay. Why is it like oh, 11 pixels tall? I think it's like let me see. Hold on. You can calculate the pixel size by multiplying the point size by 0.75. Is that right? Yes, okay. It's not really crisp though. That's better. That's really like crisp, but I don't know if I want it. I think it's a little big, unfortunately. What if I made the DPI bigger? Will that make the text bigger? Like scale up properly? It's like not as good. Let's see. What if we 72? What if we like just set like 60? I just want the text to be a little smaller. I don't want it to be like worse. Might be kind of like one of those things you just have to deal with. I'll leave it like this for now, I suppose. Yeah. All right. What I will do is get this text centered. It's weird that it's not drawing like the shadow here, but that's weird, but fine, I suppose. Oh, because we're not calling draw text. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. This is weird. Why isn't it drawing? Hmm? Is this like turning into something else? What? Hold on. Is this inverted or something? Yeah, for some reason, this is like the alpha is inverted. That's weird. But now it's not? 251. Why? Oh. My bad. Just straight up, my bad. All right. that was it. All right, my bad, my bad. Okay, here we go. Better. All right, so it is centered. This is too big. So we'll probably need a smaller variant of the text too. How do I want to do this? All right, so something like this. Okay, so now we go back to GUI. Yeah, I guess you can choose the font then. Bah. Oh. Okay. I'm not trying to solve this one. Because basically, like, my asset system... Yeah, let's not even worry about that. Because we're going to basically be using this all through the game, so I'm not even going to worry about it. Better. So now this works, but this is offset incorrectly. Yep, nothing, absolutely nothing. Why? Why is it that this is centered, but this is not? Ah. Better. Better. Okay. So then what we'll do is I'm like tired, dude. I'm tired. Okay. Then what we'll do is this won't work. I'll need it. Okay. Okay. All right, so I guess we can try something here. Let's go to scripts. Where did do that? Globals at inventory. Add crowbar. Okay, so now we got the crowbar there. All right. This would probably be left in line, but that's basically what we want. Oh wait, what was that? Inventory. Okay, now we're kind of getting into the details. I'm sore. Well, not sore, but I'm hungry. I'll need to take a break for lunch. But we're almost there. Like we're super close. What we end up, or what I'm ending up doing, or what I will be doing, is I will be essentially making it so that you can like interact with your inventory as though they're NPCs. So you can go to your inventory, click on an item, and then it will automatically use the item. It will automatically, give you a description or allow you to use the item if you're standing in the right location, just like in I Know Who I Am. It worked well there, and it will work well here, I believe. But overall, we got a lot done. We got a pretty good amount of stuff done this time around. We managed to get this vending machine up and running pretty well. We got this dude's talking animation going. We got some GUI working. Yeah. Once we get the GUI working to the point where we can use items, that's where like we'll be really like making a lot of content, because then we'll be able to do puzzles. We'll be able to do things where situations where you'll be able to interact with characters or give them things or show them things. It'll be cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab something to eat, take a break, and then get back to this later probably. But it's been real. Thank you very much for watching. I've been SolarLune. It's been enjoyable, and I'll have to catch you guys on the flip side next time with more content. If you want to support development of this game and Tetra 3D and all my stuff, master plan, please feel free to check out the links in the description to my Patreon, to my itch page, to my Steam page for master plan, and I really do appreciate any support. All right, I'll catch you guys later, and thanks for watching. See ya.